What is going on, guys? My name is Brandon. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for checking it out. Today we're going to be talking about the absolute juggernaut of a company set to take over the gaming world by storm, the one and only Microsoft. Following the recent acquisition of Activision Blizzard, many gamers are wondering, what does this mean for the future of some of their favorite franchises? With the likes of Halo, Call of Duty, and World of Warcraft under their belt, what exactly will the landscape of gaming look like in the future? Will Microsoft be a superpowered monopoly? How many of your franchises does Microsoft actually own? All of this and more coming in this video, and stick around to the end for the most juicy leaks of the year so far. So it's no secret that Microsoft, created by the one and only Bill Gates, is a powerhouse in the tech world, producing not only the most widely used OS in the world, but jamming their fingers into every conceivable cookie jar under the sun. We all know Microsoft produced Windows, which I'm sure most of you are using right now, but did you know they also own things like Bing, a direct competitor to Google, Skype, a video call software, and even created possibly the most iconic video gaming console ever made. That's right, the Xbox, one of their most successful ventures to date. So with that said, I found myself wondering, how many gaming studios and franchises does Microsoft actually own? Recently, Microsoft just made a deal to acquire Activision Blizzard in a massive $68.7 billion takeover, set to finalize sometime in the year 2023. Now they will receive rights to franchises like Call of Duty and World of Warcraft, which in my opinion is an extremely positive thing, as Activision Blizzard have been under fire for shady practices and anti-consumer agendas for a long time now. Not only will they own those flagship titles, but also every developer under the Activision Blizzard umbrella, such as Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and Infinity Ward, the three big Call of Duty developers, and even more obscure things like Naughty Dog, the creators of Crash Bandicoot, just to name a few. Add to that the recent acquisition of Bethesda back in 2021 for a whopping $7.5 billion, it seems as though competitors should be quaking in their boots. Microsoft is set to have the gaming world in a stranglehold for the foreseeable future and isn't slowing down anytime soon. With the quick overview out of the way, let's go through some of the franchises Microsoft now has control of. We can get the obvious ones out of the way first. Let's start with World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is an MMORPG created in 2004 by Blizzard Entertainment and has amassed a cult following of millions, hitting an all-time high subscriber count of 12 million in 2012 during the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. At the time, it was $15 a month for a subscription, so that equates to approximately $180 million a month at its peak. That is not chump change, ladies and gentlemen. World of Warcraft has been on the decline since roughly 2012, and antics from Activision Blizzard have severely exacerbated the sharp decline, with things like sexual assault lawsuits and overall generalized ineptitude of the company with its money-hungry anti-consumer practices, with forced grinds in-game and paid options to skip mechanics purposefully made to be tedious and time-consuming. But the future of WoW is looking up now and hopefully has a very bright future ahead of it with Microsoft at the helm. Next up is perhaps the most iconic FPS title in the history of video games, Call of Duty. Call of Duty has had a yearly release cycle, being passed off by 3 developers on a merry-go-round since 2003. Although the pace hasn't diminished, many players are adamant that the quality of the games has. With no new innovation in years, and the same copy-and-paste cookie-cutter templates, it's no surprise that Activision has accrued the ire of longtime fans and new players alike. Microsoft plans to do away with the yearly rinse-and-repeat cycle and focus on quality over quantity, a most welcome sentiment in many players' opinions. And I, for one, as a huge fan of the series, cannot wait to see what's in store for one of my most beloved franchises. Next up, we're going to go all the way back to 2000, when Microsoft acquired a little-known developer named Bungie that would go down to create one of the biggest franchises of all time, Halo. It was met with critical acclaim and did well, until it was acquired by 343 in 2012, and they fumbled time and time again. However, recently, 343 scooped up that fumble and ran it back 100 yards for a touchdown and regained the feel of what a Halo game is supposed to be. The franchise now has a very bright future ahead of it, with many expansions to come in the future. After all, Spartans never die. Now let's talk about Elder Scrolls. Created by Todd Howard in 1994, it has been a staple of RPG lovers everywhere, soaring in popularity and getting MMO spin-offs like Elder Scrolls Online. In recent years, they've had many expansions. Skyrim was so popular, it released, re-released, and released time and time again for the better part of a decade, for every platform conceivable, and never once becoming unpopular for any period of time. Elder Scrolls has some of the deepest lore of any franchise ever created. We are extremely excited to see what Microsoft does with it in the future. Just try not to change up the winning formula too much. You don't want to pull a 343. There are far too many studios and franchises to go over under the Microsoft umbrella, but as I said earlier, Microsoft is set to take the gaming world by storm in the coming years, and the community couldn't be more excited. Now that we've reached the end, it's time for those special leaks I promised. First up is a leak that stated World of Warcraft will have a new race, the Dragonkin. Most likely coming in the next expansion that was leaked and not yet confirmed, the Dragon Isles. Look forward to this and cross your fingers it will come with a new class, hopefully something like a druid with the power of the dragon aspects. I think that would be pretty cool. Next we will look at Halo Infinite. Halo is getting a tactical ops event with special customization rewards like Spartan and weapon skins for those who played through the event, and is speculated to drop late February. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.